Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play WWE 2K14, 30 years Wrestlemania. I am the Mysterious JG. My time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. Now actually is the time for the next match in Wrestlemania mode, so let's see what that is going to be. Edge versus Mick Foley. Oh, I guess we're not going to have the Raw main event of WrestleMania 21 after all. That Cena scared me. That picture of Cena getting his hand raised, I thought it was going to be another Cena match. There's got to be some non-Cena stuff. This is the only time that we get to play as Edge, because as awesome sauce as the TLC matches were, and at least one of them I knew was at WrestleMania, they didn't, I don't think, want to include like all those guys in the game. The Dudleys, Bubba Ray Dudley is currently the evil Bully Ray in TNA, and they're certainly not going to include TNA guys in their game. So that kind of colors who they could use. Like, you don't see any Kurt Angle matches in this 30 years WrestleMania mode for the same reason. Anyway, on Monday Night Raw, John Cena defeated Edge to win the WWE Championship. Mick Foley served as a special guest referee for the match and counted the pin. Edge, unhinged by losing the WWE Championship and his WrestleMania main event spot, focuses rage towards Foley. He blamed the hardcore legend for this title loss and challenged him to a match. Why not take it out on Cena? Well, Foley rejected Edge's challenge for a wrestling match, but instead challenged Edge to an Extreme Rules match. Edge had awoken the darkest part of Mick Foley's psyche. The part that likes dressing like a girl. Sorry, no, that's not nice. At WrestleMania 22, Edge would find out exactly how far the hardcore legend was willing to go. So Foley had lost a retirement match at some point. I mean, they had a stipulation that he was retired by Triple H, and they kind of made he's been an on-air character. They tried him out as a color commentator for a while. It didn't really work out that hot, I guess, because he's not doing it anymore. He's been like figurehead, like commissioner, that sort of a thing. Pops up as a special guest referee sometimes with the best special guest referee shirt ever. But he'd made a big deal. He'd even cut promos talking about how he was retired. This was not going to be some joke thing where he was going to, come out of retirement, 3 months afterwards and ignore the stipulation. So I guess they got around it by saying it wasn't a wrestling match. But there's plenty of guys that lost retirement matches, and then within a couple of months they're back, and there's no explanation for why they're suddenly allowed to be wrestling again. And, yeah. Also remember... It's a YouTube video. You can find it if you want. It's usually under titles like "Why JR Got Fired," and it's the round table thing promoting this game where they had a couple of wrestling guys up there talking about stuff and what their favorite WrestleManias were. And Foley basically said that this was like his best WrestleMania because while he had done stuff at WrestleMania, like his biggest match in his career was the famous Hell in the Cell match against The Undertaker, but that was not at a WrestleMania. And he had come out at a WrestleMania and gotten a pretty big fan response as a special guest referee, but he hadn't really gotten to win a big WrestleMania match. And it wasn't about winning. He never felt like he had a great WrestleMania match. So this one, apparently for him, was it. Also, I love Edge. I think this is the only chance we're going to get to play as him in the game. So I'm looking forward to this one. I hope you are too. Let's go.
This is an Extreme Rules match scheduled for one fall. In this contest,
and of course the lovely Lita.
No disqualifications and full count anywhere.
Edge's hair looks fucked up. Otherwise, they did a pretty good job of capturing him. And for whatever reason, I feel like they did Lita really well. AJ Lee, who I've now been teased that I'm in love with AJ Lee. I mean, I was really enamored with her character, whatever. But actually, she looks pretty awful in this game. They just didn't do a particularly good job at capturing her look. Lita they got fairly well. At least I think so. Lita's not on TV anymore, so maybe I just don't remember what she looked like. Edge and Christian back when Lita was the valet for the Hardy Boys and therefore their enemy. Edge and Christian once claimed that Lita looks best from a distance, which is pretty mean. Christian never gets to do anything in this game. I think he's in the game. You can play with him in exhibition mode if you want to. But
left an ear in Germany, left burning flesh in Japan, left buckets of blood on 5 continents,
and it wasn't even his blood. He went around killing people, collecting their blood in buckets, and then just leaving the buckets. What the hell?
That dark place where the hardcore legend lives, but he certainly doesn't look too jolly tonight.
Perhaps if he dressed as Santa Claus. So yeah, obviously Foley ain't winning because we're playing as Edge, but he purportedly was excited about this match because he thought it was the best, the most exciting WrestleMania match that he ever did. Foley freaking never wins. I don't know what it is. It's like some kind of unwritten rule. Foley always loses.
The rated R superstar challenged Foley to this match tonight.
Not just any match, JR. A hardcore match. Anything goes. Edge must be pretty desperate.
They always promote it as like Foley in a hardcore match. The other guy's in trouble. Foley is unbeatable in hardcore matches. He always loses hardcore matches. He lost like 30 of them to Triple H. He jobbed the Undertaker like 100 times. I mean, he's losing to the top guys. Why do you keep throwing down the bat, Edge? Hold on to the bat.
Can Edge overcome that?
He's almost as good with that bat as Rowdy Reiko is with a kendo stick, but not quite. Edge-O-Matic and Edgecution, yeah, he's one of those guys who had retarded names for his finishers. You know, I'm willing to forgive him, though. Irish Whip, Rebound, Running. And this is just standing up front, so I guess we'll go for the... well, we'll try for the Edge-Otainment, well, there's our WrestleMania moment suddenly popped up. Yeah, Lita's your best wrestling girlfriend you're going to have, because rather than just being pretty and causing Hulk Hogan to betray you, she'll actually come in and frickin' attack your enemies. She's pretty awesome. Oh, did I still have my signature, or did I lose? Okay, I still have my signature. Get up, Edge, before you lose your signature. Or no, Foley has a signature. No, I have a signature. I can't just do my...
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, there goes... I don't get to do my Edge-Ocution. I don't get to have my Edge-Existentialism attack.
I'm not sure with any of these hits
I don't get to do the Edge communication.
Oh, gosh. Oh, the smack in the face with a steel ladder. Oh, man. Edge is such a crafty performer. What a great display.
It's wrecked my momentum here. I didn't actually mean to do a submission. It's a shame. I mean, I guess it makes sense that submissions slow down the momentum, but it's a shame because I like the submission system otherwise, but it's really pretty bad idea to use them overall in this game.
Oh, look at the emotion.
Look at the hair. He's calling for Foley to get up for some reason.
That was a huge shot.
That was a huge shot. That was a horrible drop kick.
Mick Foley has a long history of absorbing massive amounts of damage. His knees, particularly, are a well-known weakness.
Yeah, but there's only
well, also his ear. Lita, what you up to out there, honey? Just picking up a table, wandering off.
Well, that's true, JR. One thing is safe to say. Matches like this shorten careers.
So I'm just trying to get him to critical now, and the easiest way to do that is going to be to keep hitting the head. This isn't all that hardcore at this point, but now I got to spear him.
Some of the most brutal matches one can imagine. He was thrown off,
which basically involves walking into a corner and
yeah. 16 feet through the cell.
Oh, I know what Lita's doing. I remember this now. Damn it, Foley.
Lost an ear in Germany, for God's sakes.
I mean, seriously, what the fuck? Losing an ear in Germany? What did you do, just put it in the locker and forget about it? Here's my Edge Scholastic Edgelator. Here's a table, and is Edge gonna... Okay, he got it this time. And now we have a WrestleMania moment coming up. Lita is insane. And apparently she longs for the death of both her boyfriend and Mick Foley. Kind of a weird fetish you got there, Lita, the murdering your own boyfriend and Mick Foley fetish. But if that's what gets you wet, And this would be, per Mick Foley, what he wanted, which was an unforgettable moment at WrestleMania. And yeah, I had to say, he's put through a table that's on fire. Kind of unforgettable moment. So we have to pin him here.
He's going for the pin. Gets 3.
Gets 3.
Oh my God.
I mean, nobody really should be kicking out of getting put through a burning table. The burning part really doesn't add to the impact of being put through the table. And Edge, I don't know, he's got chills? What, is he supposed to have nerve damage? I don't really understand the twitching, but... He's like, Lita's bleeding too, you just can't... Oh, I'm sorry, that's...
Well, whether you like it or not, Edge remains unbeaten here at WrestleMania. But at what price?
But at what cost? The killer cars have been defeated, but at what cost? And then giant cats started attacking everybody. Sorry, Edge, you're one of my favorite wrestlers ever, and I just turned your only appearance in my LP into Monty Python. But at what cost? I'm sure Edge will be deeply offended because I'm sure he's watching this LP very closely. Anyway, folks, that's it for WrestleMania, whatever WrestleMania this is, unless there's more. I don't really know. Coming up next time will be a match in which, sadly, nobody will be put through a flaming table. I hope you'll join me for it anyway. I'm Mysterious JG. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.